Hello my royal lovelies, welcome back to the channel and as always welcome to my home. Today Prince Harry will be speaking at the 10-year anniversary Invictus service. It might even be going on as I'm making this video, so I'll speak all about what he got up to in the next video. But for now I want to speak about what's been going on over the past few days. So we had last week all the oohs and ahs over, or the ums and ahs over whether or not Harry would be meeting his brother Prince William, the Prince of Wales, or his father, the King. And we thought that perhaps potentially there might be a meeting between Harry and his father, the King, at some point. And I think that's what, the whispers were going around. And I think that, from Harry's side, from Harry's camp, they were trying to kind of put the feelers out there and almost, I think, railroad the King into having a meeting with Harry, kind of drawing that media attention to the issue, although there was always going to be media attention surrounding that issue anyway. How legitimate would Harry's visit be if he also had a meeting with the King, who of course happens to be his father? It would have played directly into Harry and Meghan's hands. However, the King has seen sense and has said that he is too busy for a meeting with Harry. To be honest, it's completely ridiculous, because although the King does indeed have a pre-planned schedule of long-standing engagements, and of course he's come back to them since announcing that he is well enough to return to public life. So a lot of those engagements that would have been shelved would have been rearranged so that he could take them up again and continue almost sort of what he was planning to do in the first place before his diagnosis. So yes, the King is busy, but there would have been time after he finished his day's engagements and work, and it seems like the King just does not want to meet Harry. And also, I don't think the King likes feeling pressured or railroaded into meeting Harry. And of course it's a risk. Who knows if Harry has been bugged? He could have microphones up his jacksie. Who knows what he's got on him? He could come in tow with a whole camera crew of Netflix. Who knows? I exaggerate slightly, but my point is that Harry cannot be trusted. And at a time when the King is returning to normality, he does not need, and health, he does not need the added stress and pressure of a visit from his younger son, Harry. So I think the King has sidestepped it absolutely wonderfully. He said that he's too busy. And I think that was probably the right and correct thing to do. There is going to be no brotherly meeting between William and Harry. That's definitely not on the cards. Nobody wants to be giving Harry any personal information, because I'm sure he's bugged and wired, and it will go straight back to the monster in Montecito, who will then feed it to People magazine or maybe Oprah, who knows. So I think they are very, very wise to keep well away from Harry, to distance themselves. He is, by his own doing, a royal outcast. And if he hadn't done Spare, and he hadn't done the Oprah interview and the Netflix documentary harpooning his family, perhaps he wouldn't be in this position now. If he just got on quietly with his life, oh heaven forbid that he do something as nice and as simple and as easy as that. Anyway, so I'm quite pleased that the royal family are standing firm to their guns and not meeting with Harry. Also, it is said that Harry invited wider members of the family to the Invictus service, of which I don't think at this point any will be attending. So they've all turned him down and snubbed him as well, which I think goes to kind of show their loyalty. They are being loyal to the King. And, the allegiance, any allegiance that they ever once had to Harry has completely slipped. So I think the wider royal family think that attending that service would be a bit of a snub to His Majesty. Right, there was a moment where Harry appeared to chuckle as he was asked, but by the way, he is in the country now. He flew in yesterday. But he appeared to chuckle when he was asked by the media if he is happy to be home during his whistle-stop tour trip to the UK. And let's not forget, he's also heading on to Nigeria, where he will be meeting Meghan, who we think has gone by herself, but who knows? Archie and Lilibet, or Archie and Moneybooks might be in tow. We don't know. But I think at the moment it's just going to be Meghan. So she'll be flying in advance, and then Harry will meet a little bit after. So, yes, he was captured leaving an event in central London this morning, strolling towards Black Range Rover. The smiling, smartly dressed prince said hello and waved. Well, smartly dressed is debatable, and yes, I'm sure he did have a big grin on his face, and he waved at onlookers as he walked with a black folder under his arm. Well, Britain is the only place where he feels important. It must be a difference for him. Asked if he was happy to be home, he nervously chuckles and dodges a question as he mutters in response, "Nice to see you." Oh my goodness. We all know he doesn't want to be back in the UK. We all remember that video from when he was back in army days where he said that he didn't like Britain very much. And in fact, I think he said he hated living here. So, well, you've gone now, haven't you, my love? Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Right. But yes, I do definitely think that, timing is everything. King Charles could potentially have found at least 5 minutes to squeeze in a little visit from his younger son. I think it just goes to show the width of the gulf between Harry and the royal family. He is completely out on a limb. I mean, it's all his own doing. I'm not blaming the royal family at all, or even suggesting that they should see him. I think it was the right decision not to see him, because he has done this completely to himself. The lack of trust, I think, is the big main thing. Harry said before Christmas that he's willing to move on. Well, you have to remember the hurt that you have caused. You might be able to move on. You might be able to sort of leave the past behind, although he's showing no signs of leaving anything behind. It's all talk and blabber and posturing from his part. But the rest of the family have had the damage and the hurt caused by Harry, and they, need time, maybe a whole lifetime to, get over what he's done to them. It's been absolutely terrible. So yeah, I just think it was definitely the right thing to do for them. So Harry actually released a statement about the meeting with the king. So I'm going to read it now, and we'll read a little bit more into it. So in response to the many inquiries and continued speculation on whether or not the Duke will meet with his father while in the UK this week, it unfortunately will not be possible due to His Majesty's full programme. The Duke, of course, is understanding of his father's diary commitments and various other priorities and hopes to see him soon. Right. There was a little bit of a backclap there. I mean, if you read between the lines, Harry did not have to release that statement. He could have just left people wondering and guessing, but he chose to release it, which I think is a little bit of retribution. He's trying to put blame on King Charles. What Harry is saying is, "Hi, I'm here, I'm open, just call me Harry. I'll visit my father, the king, but it's his programme of engagements." Or even he's going as far as to suggest that maybe it's the courtiers, the men in grey suits, that are preventing him from seeing his father by claiming that His Majesty is full and busy with diary commitments. So I think it's a little bit backhanded and a little bit cheeky to release that level of information for what should be a private family matter, a private family concern, that if anybody should release a statement on it, it should be His Majesty the King and Buckingham Palace, not Harry taking matters into his own little hands. My goodness. So yes, I think it's just waffle. It's hogwash, my loves. So in the meantime, Prince William has been out and about doing royal engagements, and he has honoured Sir Ridley Scott for services to the film industry as Gladiator director joins Lionesses Mary Earps and England legend Peter Shilton at Windsor Castle. So William has been handing out investitures. They were just some of the people that were being honoured in that way. Now, the monarchy is the fountain of honour in the UK. Other countries may have government officials or the president or someone handing out, I suppose, recognition for service and duty to crown and country, medals, awards, that kind of thing. In the UK, the fount of honour is the sovereign, and of course the sovereign does delegate the presenting of these awards or medals or honours, if you like, to other senior members of the working royal family, Prince William being one. We've seen other members do the same too, and there was talk of extending it to the Queen Consort and possibly Catherine, the Princess of Wales, as well, when she is better to do so. So it's nice to see William out and about, even though it's only a stone's throw from where he lives at Adelaide Cottage in Windsor. So a short hop, skip and a jump for William to Windsor Castle. I've actually been in that room. I visited Windsor Castle just last year. Windsor Castle is magnificent. It's just absolutely splendid. And I was trying to walk around thinking about the different spots where there was various royal photographs taken. And I think I found the spot where Charles and Camilla's wedding photograph was taken. I think I found the sofas where there was the rugby Mike Tyndall Invictus chat with Princess Anne. So it was a really wonderful place. But the monarchy being the font of honour, it's very important. It looks like it's kind of trivial, just pinning sort of medals on. But this is really the recognition for service and duty, for many people, a lifetime's service and duty to the country, to the community. And it is very, very important. So it's nice to see William out and about doing that today. He looked well, and I'm hoping that that is a sign that things are well behind the scenes, of course, with Catherine. And there was a report out earlier this week where someone who is very, very close to them, I think, worked with Catherine, providing clothes for Princess Charlotte throughout Princess Charlotte's life, came out and said what a difficult, hard time it has been for William and Catherine. Did she overstep the mark? Possibly. Was she maybe sanctioned by Catherine to reveal a little something about what's been going on? I don't know. But we do know that her opinion of the situation is that it's been hard, it's been grueling. And I think it has completely upturned the Wales's lifestyles and sort of outlooks for this year, or at least the immediate future, following her diagnosis, which of course happened earlier this year. So yes, I think they have been through the mill, poor William and Catherine, and we all just pray that she gets better and recovers, for not just her children's sake, but everyone's sake as well. I think we'd be majorly lost without Princess Catherine, or rather the Princess of Wales. What do we call her now? Princess Kate? I mean, I know Princess Diana was known as Princess Di, Princess Diana, even though she wasn't technically Princess Diana, she was the Princess of Wales. But I don't hear many people referring to Catherine as just merely the Princess of Wales, which is her correct title, but by the way. But I think Princess Kate. Are we saying Princess Kate? Are we saying Princess Catherine? Do let me know in the comments section what you commonly refer to her as. Because Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales is quite a mouthful to put in the title of a description box. Anyway, I digress. So I really hope that things are getting better behind the scenes for everyone's sake. Right, I'm going to stop whittling on at you. By the time... actually, tomorrow is my Talk of the Crown, my weekly live chat. So we'll be able to talk about whatever Harry's been getting up to then. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media. And of course, do hit the bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me, mwah, to you all, and goodbye.
Dear brother, it must be lonely being so righteous in the clutches of a wicked witch. She's not the one for you, why can't you see it? brother dear, ginger and cringe. Get in the dog bowl, eat it, get in the dog bowl. You deserve to get in the dog bowl. You're never gonna be the heir, always the spare at heart. What a complex to take through life.